All right, good morning, everyone. We are Super Spirit. I'm Jacqueline Beckhouse, the marketing executive.
I am Jonathan BGHS executive.
Hi, I'm Anjali. I'm the financial executive.
And I'm Sophie, the executive director.
Super Spirit is an app that boosts school spirit, increases attendance at school events, and improves teenagers' mental health.
So why Super Spirit and how did it start? I'm a member of the girls' basketball team here at BG, and so every Friday night we'll either have a home or away game where we play back-to-back with the boys. And so at the beginning of the season, the girls play first and the guys play second. But halfway through, it switches. And so the boys' game, we have to go for the boys' game. We watch the beginning half. And it's exciting. There's lots of people there. We go down at halftime, start lacing up our shoes, get our wrists, ankles, whatever it is taped. We have our little inspirational pregame powwow. And then we're feeling, the adrenaline's kicking in. We go upstairs, catch the last 2 minutes of the boys' game. But as soon as the final buzzer sounds, 80 to 90% of the fans file out. And this was just heartbreaking to see standing off to the side, knowing that we put in so much hard work going into the season because we want to make this a successful season and a season to remember. And so the idea that people don't really know about our game or they don't want to stay for our game, it's just hard.
So it's the problem. There's been a drastic decrease in school spirit in schools all over the place, and it's causing a decrease in students' mental health because of the decrease in social interaction.
So we did a bit of research and we found out 1 in 5 adolescents suffer from mental illnesses, which also ties into something that I learned recently, which was Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which shows that you need certain things such as social interaction to reach your full potential.
So who's affected by this? High school students are affected by this, athletes, performers, people in orchestra and band, and parents in the community.
So some of our early adopters would be students here at Buffalo Grove, parents, and District 214.
So our solution for this issue is to create an app that encourages, informs, and incentivizes students to attend more school events. In doing so, their mental health will increase, and we'll be able to reverse the lacking attendance in schools.
So we plan on downloading the app on all school iPads for the next school year, and we're also planning on putting it on the App Store for 99 cents.
So the app is going to consist of offering events, school chats, merchandise, pictures, rewards, live stream, and it's going to be a 99-cent one-time download.
So then we have some of the mock-ups on the iPads for you guys to kind of look at. So feel free to tap around. They should function for the most part, except for the external links. You're obviously not going to be able to purchase anything directly from it since it's just a mock-up.
So on the mock-up, you can see the home screen, and from there you can get to all of the different functions of the app. You have upcoming events. Those are all the different events. You click into it, and it gives you more information on what's coming up. You have the attendance, and potentially what you'll be able to do is you can mark if you're planning on going or not, and you'll be able to see who else is going, because a lot of the reason why people attend is to be with their friends, so you can see if they're going. You can check your grades. You can also go on the live stream, so if you can't attend, you're still supporting the team and watching them. There's also school chants, so you'll know what to scream when you go to these events. And then also we partnered with Volume, which is one of the businesses in our class, and we want to connect students with more volunteer opportunities. We also have fundraisers, so you know what restaurants and where you can go to get dinner one night to help support the school as well. And you can also buy merchandise. We also have pictures from events and clubs and activities. You can listen to the podcast, and you can also look at the school newspaper. And we also want to have a QR scanner and your attendance connected. So when you attend games, you'll scan QR codes, and it'll go directly to your account, and it'll keep track of games you attend so you can get rewarded for it.
So basically when you scan the QR codes, points or rewards, we're still working on that, will kind of wrap up, and then you'll be able to trade it in for whether it's a free meal from a local restaurant or a spiritware from the school, something along those lines. So one of our direct competitors as Super Spirit is SuperFanU, which is an app pretty similar to ours. It kind of targets the high school and college students. And so it doesn't extend to outside members of the community though, which is something that we're trying to do. It's not only involve the school, but get the entire community involved. And then it doesn't include some of our other unique value propositions, such as the live stream, the chants, the spiritware, etc. And then one of our indirect competitors is Fanatics.com. And so the only way we're kind of similar to Fanatics is in the manner that we both sell merchandise directly from our app or website. And so Fanatics.com only involves college and professional teams, so it's not directly marketed to specific high schools that will subscribe to it. And so people are able to purchase gear off of the app, but it does not include outside perks, nor does it reward or incentivize people for attending so-and-so events.
And so, just to sum up what Jackie was talking about, we offer the live stream fight songs, we sell spirit wear, incentivize events at schools, and then it's also customizable to your school, and then we also have it easy to access at all times.
So we have a transaction-based revenue. So we found that there's 15.1 million students in the U.S. and then there's about 456,000 students in high schools just in Illinois. So then for our average unit price, we decided on 82 cents for bulk price for school, so that would be per iPad. So it would be cheaper, and that would make our revenue about $373,000. And then from that, we found that there's about 246,000 Cook County students that are in high school, and then about 12,000 D214 students. So then that makes an estimated 7,000 students and potential customers, and our SAM revenue of about $6,000.
So then our transaction-based market share, based off of our 3-year summary, our 1-year revenue is predicted to be just under $3,000 with a market share of almost 50%.
So our advertising-based revenue, we found that there's about 27.9 million students or small businesses in America, and then there's about just 1 million small businesses in Illinois alone, and then about 133,000 small businesses in Cook County. So then there's a $5 unit price for every 1,000 views. So that would make about 3,348 estimated customers with about a $1,600,000 revenue.
So then our advertised-based market share, our 1-year revenue for that is just under $40,000 with a market share of about 2%.
And so we wanted to figure out how people would hear about these events. And we found out that most people heard about it from their friends, which isn't always a reliable source because people don't usually know what the themes are or where things are, so we thought that we should make an app for this. And then we also wanted to hear back from people to see if incentivizing these events would make them more inclined to go, and we found that over 70% of them said they would.
So then in a survey that we sent out earlier this year, we sent it out to all of the BG students and got over 180 responses back. So 70% of these responses said that they would be interested in using an app like this. So this is a significant number that we really like to see. In addition, we had a Harbor Day earlier this year, and Harbor Day is basically a day where it's community building within the school. And so we have different themes for our Harbor Days, whether it's leaving your legacy or resilience. But one of our themes recently was school spirit. And so everyone took a survey at the end of this Harbor Day and submitted it to one of our assistant principals. And so we were able to meet with him and kind of get everyone's feedback on this Harbor Day. So that was very crucial in helping us kind of develop and further our app.
And so we're planning on making the app a one-time purchase of 99 cents. And we're actually going to be presenting to administrators at BG this upcoming Wednesday to talk about having the app on our school iPads this upcoming school year. We're going to have it on the App Store for individual buyers. And then we also want to advertise local restaurants on the app, so that would be one source of income. And then we also have the merchandise company on there who we're currently talking to about getting a share of their profits when someone buys merchandise through the app. So in the first 6 months, we're going to make about $11,000, and then in the first year, we're going to make a little over $29,000.
So then with our MVP that we have been conducting for the last few months, we've been having our early adopters test out the app. And so the mock-ups that you all just were looking at, we would just kind of walk through the hallways and have people look at them, whether they be students or teachers. And so we'd let them kind of click around a little bit, ask about what they would do differently, sent out a survey, asked for their responses. And so we got a lot of good feedback from that. In addition, we are tracking the number of visitors to our websites to see how much web traffic that we're kind of attracting. And so what we learned is after sending out the surveys and talking to people face-to-face about our apps, is a lot of people said they would not pay a subscription fee because that is what we originally had intended on doing, is having people pay 99 cents per month. Rather, they said they would make a one-time 99-cent purchase, which we figured was reasonable because we would be able to increase our market share then. Teachers and community members also said that they were very interested in this app. So while earlier this year we were kind of thinking of gearing it only towards students, this really helped us iterate and kind of change our target market more toward the entire community, not only students. We were able to make that easier to navigate, and so if people had something confusing, we asked them when they were clicking through it to kind of think out loud so that we would know exactly what they were thinking and what we would need to iterate. And so we were able to make that easier to navigate, as well as adding external features and links for things that they said they'd be interested in.
So our risk assumption with it was people use the app almost every day, and how often we'd be able to send out alerts, because originally we weren't sure of how many push notifications we need to make for a day.
So we found that we could send out about 10 notifications before people would start ignoring them.
And we also wanted to see when people would look at their notifications, so we could send them out at high points during the day, which would be at lunch or after school. And so we decided to have mostly no cost marketing because we're a startup right now. And so our two main ones would be social media and then meeting with administration.
For marketing tactics, we pay marketing for websites, we pay $15 for domain, and social media is $5 for every 1,000 clicks.
So then as for our customer relationships, as I mentioned before, the demonstrations of our apps, whether it's we're working on our explainer video right now to be able to send out to people, or meeting with them face-to-face and having them test it out, as well as interacting directly with schools and school administrators. And so we've done a lot of interacting with the principal, the assistant principals, other outside administrators that we would be able to implement this app, and as well as using our Twitter, Instagram, and email. So our Twitter and Instagram are right there. If you'd like to go give us a follow a little bit later.
This is our website. So we have our Twitter and Instagram link at the top so people could get to our social media. We have a little bit about who we are, and we have a hashtag that we've been using so we can keep track of people who have been looking at our app.
And we also are trying to get geofencing to our website so we can also keep track of who our customers are and what they're interested in and try to get them back to our website. And some of our goals are to obtain some more feedback, find an app developer, and upload it to schools and sign schools to our software.
So what's next? We have to create tests that affect the actual app, download to BGHS iPads for the 2019-2020 school year, upload the app on the App Store, and contact other District 14 schools.
So then our cost of goods sold, just kind of looking at the overall cost of profit, include our annual fees and then insurance. Whereas our gross profit margin is just under $30,000, which is our net income. Our SG&As include the trademark, maintenance, upkeep, as well as our startup costs include the designing of the app, the upkeep of the app, kind of all the little development costs that we have to include. And so we're predicted for after 3 years to be worth about $278,000.
And so we are asking for $98,000 because 60% of that would be put towards creating the actual app from a mock-up, and then the rest of it would be for advertising and then legal fees that we would have to pay, as well as putting it on the App Store. We're continuing the app or this business next year, so we're really excited to start working with you. And then,
All right, so thank you. We're super excited to hit the ground running with us. Do you have any questions for us?